The age-old debate. Should public and private high school football teams be separated? Whether it's via the playoffs, leagues, or from playing each other altogether, it is quite a controversial topic. In my 100% correct opinion, they should separate in the playoffs at the very least. In certain areas like the CCS, there are only a handful of private schools for miles, so geographically having them in a private school-only league would not suffice. On the other hand, a team like De La Salle is just so dominant in their section area, the only teams that can compete with them are public schools because the other private schools aren't as good. I think that public schools should face private schools if they so choose, because a public school beating the big bad private school is always an awesome sight to witness. When it comes to leagues, if there's only a couple private schools and the rest of the teams are public, then they should be in the same league just for economical reasons. For playoffs, I think public and private can and should separate. In the southern section for the last decade, who always was crowned Division I champ? Mater Dei, St. John Bosco, and now Santa Margarita. They are just too dominant, so why not keep them in their own lane? Private schools already follow a different set of rules from public schools anyway, so why not separate for playoffs? At this point, it's pretty obvious private schools can recruit. How else can they get rosters full of 3 to 5 star recruits year after year? You have to pay college level tuition to attend these schools, yet guys from low income areas can attend no problem. It gets fishy. Meanwhile, public high schools can't even talk to the kids who come from their own feeder middle schools without getting punished. So once again, the CIF simps for the private schools and the very top public schools. Transfer rules are ridiculous as well. There was a public school team in the CCS a few years ago who got a transfer player from a private school, and he got to play immediately. When I coached at a public school, we had a player who transferred from a different public school in the summer, so he was there for months already, but he wasn't allowed to play until game 5 or 6, so the rules are stupid because they're not enforced the same. I say separate public from private schools in the playoffs, since the private schools win the top divisions all the time. I mean, anyone remember De La Salle's streak? Was anyone trying to make sure De La Salle played the top teams from around California, or just let them play the same league teams over and over and blow them out by 50 each time? At least when the playoffs are separate, the teams playing each other are on a more equal footing than if it's public versus private.